Stories by Fatimah. Episode 8, The Big Mystery. Falcon was a 10-year-old boy. He was sleeping when his mother opened the door to his room to wake him up. "Falcon, you're late for school. Here, I packed your things for you already," said Falcon's mother. "Thanks, Mom," said Falcon. Falcon left his house and walked to school. When he arrived, his teacher didn't seem as upset as usual. She would give him detention if he was late to class, but this time she didn't. Falcon was happy because he hated detention. The teacher began the mathematics lesson for the day. She was asking the pupils questions and everyone answered them. When it was lunchtime, Falcon went to sit with his friend, Jim. But he saw his friend sitting with other people. "Who are these people, Jim?" asked Falcon. "Who are you?" asked Jim. "Is this one of your pranks? What are you talking about? I'm your best friend," said Falcon. "Of course, my best friend. Come sit down," said Jim in a creepy way. Jim acted weird during the entire lunch hour. Falcon went to go talk to his other friend, Lily, to see if she was acting weird. He saw her sitting on one of the benches in the playground where she always sits. "Lily, there's something weird going on," said Falcon. "I know, Jim didn't know who I was," said Lily. "What do you think is going on?" asked Falcon. "I don't know, but we need to know more about it," replied Lily. "We can use our detective skills to investigate Mrs. Jackson and Jim," said Falcon. "Why do we need to investigate our teacher, Mrs. Jackson?" asked Lily. "Because she also acted weird today and didn't give me detention as usual for being late," said Falcon. Falcon and Lily started looking at what Jim and Mrs. Jackson were doing. Jim kept whispering something in people's ears. He saw the teacher put away her glasses in the desk drawer. "Mrs. Jackson never puts away her glasses," Falcon thought to himself. "She's blind without them." "This is starting to get really weird," said Lily. The teacher called them into the classroom to give in their assignments back. Falcon remembered he had a mistake on the assignment regarding something the teacher had taught, but the teacher had still marked it as being correct. "I was sure I would get this wrong because she had taught us something else," said Falcon. "Maybe she has an identical twin who's teaching on her behalf," said Lily. "I don't think that's it," said Falcon. The next day was Saturday, so they didn't have any school. Falcon's mother took Lily and Falcon to the store to buy new notebooks. They bought a few and went home. They wrote down everything that was happening so they could remember every single detail. When it was Monday again, Falcon went to school. When he got there, he saw a sign that said, "School under construction for the entire month." Lily arrived as well and also saw the sign. Next thing they know, while confused standing next to the school, Mrs. Jackson grabbed both of them from behind. She took them both into a classroom and tied them up. They started struggling to get free, but they weren't able to untie themselves. When it was night time, Mrs. Jackson took them outside to the schoolyard. She got out a remote and pressed one of the buttons. All of a sudden, a spaceship that was cloaked appeared. She brought them inside and put them in pods, and the pod doors closed. She left them there and walked away. "This is really freaky," said Lily. "Don't worry, just give me a little time to untie these ropes," said Falcon. "Okay, I will also try to untie myself," said Lily. After a little while, they finally managed to untie the ropes and they began figuring out a way to open the pods. They tried hitting them. It took them a while, but they smashed a hole big enough for them to fit through and get out. "Now let's find a way out of here," said Lily. They snuck around the ship quietly looking for a way out. They found a room, but they didn't know what it was. They went inside and saw a slideshow. It was a plan. There were pictures of aliens that were giving a speech on what they were going to do. Judging by the photos in the slideshow, Lily and Falcon figured out the aliens wanted to keep replacing people on Earth with themselves. They could shapeshift and make themselves look like humans. Once they succeeded in replacing all the humans, they will no longer need to shapeshift and would have successfully taken over Earth. They had also conquered other planets in this way. If that wasn't Jim and Mrs. Jackson, then where are they keeping the real ones? Asked Falcon. Why would they keep the real ones? Asked Lily. I don't know, but I'm hoping they have because they tried to keep us as well, said Falcon. Maybe they are somewhere in the ship, said Lily. They kept on looking around to find them. Then they found the people they had kidnapped in a room that looked like a laboratory. They saw an alien scientist that was about to do experiments on them. It wasn't just Jim and the teacher there. It was the whole school and some others that were not from the school. They were all tied up but unconscious. We need to stop them, said Falcon to Lily. Falcon threw one of his pencils he had with him away in a direction that would distract the alien scientists to look away to buy them enough time to untie Mrs. Jackson. Falcon and Lily ran inside and untied the ropes. Wake up, Mrs. Jackson, wake up, said Falcon. Falcon realized something was wrong, though. He saw Lily also tied up, which meant the Lily he was with wasn't the real Lily. You're not the real Lily, said Falcon to the alien pretending to be Lily. No, I'm not, but you have to listen to me. I'm trying to help you, and this is the only way, said the alien that was pretending to be Lily. Who are you then, and why are you trying to help me? Asked Falcon. My name is Niana. I don't want to take over your world, but I have been forced to by my people, said Niana. So you aren't tricking me now? Said Falcon. No, I'm not. I have a plan, said Niana. The spaceship actually took off from Earth while we were trying to escape from the pods. Niana sounded genuine in what she was claiming, so Falcon believed her and listened to her plan. Niana helped Falcon carry the people to the escape pods. I set a course for Earth, said Niana. Are you coming? Asked Falcon. I want to come, but I can't because I need to sabotage the ship so it flies back and runs out of energy, and it takes a while for us to get back here, so Earth could be safe for a while, said Niana. Humans can then prepare for the next time my people come to Earth. Let's just do it quickly now and then we can both go, said Falcon. It's not just that. All of my people on the ship, including me, have this device put on them so that if we leave the ship, the device will stop us, said Niana. They arrived near Earth and sent everyone back to Earth using the escape pods. The aliens were alerted to the escape pods being released and rushed to the place where the pods were held. Falcon and Niana had already managed to send everyone back to Earth. Only Falcon was left. Alien guards started coming towards them. They were going to stop Falcon from escaping. You have to go, quick, shouted Niana. Niana pushed Falcon into one of the escape pods, closed the door, and released the pod to go back to Earth. Falcon explained everything to Mrs. Jackson and the rest of the school when they arrived back on Earth, but he couldn't help but wonder what happened to the alien who helped him, called Niana.